Hey everybody, this is part 5 of my first time home buyers course. In part 5, we're going to be talking about contingencies and contingency periods. A contingency is something that has to happen to someone's satisfaction for the contract to keep going. There are a few different kind of contingencies that we'll be talking about. First of all, I want to talk about inspection contingencies. Now, the inspection contingency period is usually around here anywhere from 10 to 14 days, something like that. And during that period, you as a buyer have opportunity to do any inspections that you'd like to do on the house that you're looking to buy. You want to know everything you can about that house. Now, you want to do a home inspection first of all. Now in the next video, we're going to have information more in depth about home inspections. We'll just say for now that the home inspection needs to be done by a qualified, licensed, and experienced home inspector. He'll take a look at everything in the house, and he has a systematic plan that he goes through each house and checks out the major systems and even some minor systems for you. Other inspections during the inspection period might include the termite inspection, a pest inspection, maybe a roof inspection, an HVAC inspection, a pool inspection if the house has a pool. There are a lot of different inspections that can take place during the inspection period. At the end of the inspection period, there's a resolution period. So if the home inspector or the other inspectors come up with issues in the house, you present those to the seller, the ones that are most important to you particularly, and see if they'll fix them. Now, if they won't make those repairs, you've got the option as a buyer to either back out or determine you're going to buy the house anyway. This is a time of negotiation where your agent will help you as you deal with the seller and the seller's agent. You try to come out with something that'll help everybody win. Now, financial contingencies are also part of the offer, especially if you're getting a loan. Now, if you get a loan, you've got to be approved for the loan. Now, pre-approval is not the same thing as approval. Pre-approval means that the things that you've told the loan officer, if everything checks out and nothing surprising comes up, most likely it's all going to work. There are landmines that can come up that will wreck someone's loan, including yours. For example, I've had somebody a week before it's time to purchase their house, they quit their job. Don't quit your job if you're wanting to buy a house, because the bank wants to make sure that you have the money to pay them back. Another thing that can come up is maybe termite damage or structural issues that maybe the bank just determines, according to your loan, that they don't want to loan you the money on a house that's got major issues. There's another thing that might pop up too that could endanger you buying a house. If the appraisal comes back and it's low and the sellers won't come down to that mark that the appraiser came up with, then the bank won't want to loan you the money for a low appraisal. You'd have the option of maybe bringing extra money to the table, or the seller lowering the price, or just walking away. Now, in most situations, if a contingency causes you to not be able to get the house, you'll get your earnest money back. In most situations, there may be a few that wouldn't happen, but just most every time you can get it back. If the house has issues and you let them know that you don't want to buy it because of that, or you lose your loan, something along those lines, you should get your earnest money back. Thankfully, most deals that I write, at least, usually go to closing, and I'm really thankful about that. Hey, I appreciate you watching. I hope you've learned something about the contingencies and contingency periods. In the next video, we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth, like I said, about home inspections. So I hope you'll tune in to First Time Home Buyer course number 6. I'm Eddie Poole with Keller Williams Realty. And anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thanks.